we are kicking things off with an incredible tribute as Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, and Stevie Wonder honored Eddie Murphy at the AFI's Lifetime Achievement Award. This was a night packed with history, where Dave Chappelle shared a deeply personal conversation with Eddie Murphy about the future of Chappelle's show, revealing a moment that truly resonated with the audience. Get ready for the full story of this unforgettable evening.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This Allen 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the incredible influence of Kevin Hart at the Murphy tribute. Hart opened up, breaking down the walls as a Black comedian and speaking about how Eddie Murphy has given generations of people the gift of laughter. We dive into the powerful message Hart delivered about Murphy's impact on the comic landscape. Now, we turn to the musical magic as Stevie Wonder took the stage to pay tribute to Eddie Murphy. Stevie Wonder shared a heartwarming story about how he and Eddie found a common funny bone, proving that their connection was built on shared humor and incredible talent. This segment explores the legendary friendship between the two icons. And finally, we shift gears to the world of rock and roll history with a fascinating look at the Birmingham scene featuring Tong and Bevan. We explore the rich musical heritage of Birmingham, from Robert Plant to Black Sabbath, and the history behind iconic venues like the Crown Pub. Don't miss this deep dive into the roots of British rock. Eddie Murphy was honored with the 51st AFI Life Achievement Award at the Dolby Theatre in Los Angeles on Saturday night, joined by fellow comedians Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, and Stevie Wonder, marking him as part of an elite group of comedic legends including Mel Brooks and Steve Martin. The evening provided a comprehensive look at Murphy's career, showcasing culturally significant work from Saturday Night Live, stand-up specials like Raw, and films such as Beverly Hills Cop, The Nutty Professor, and Coming to America. The tribute featured deeply personal moments. Dave Chappelle shared a poignant conversation he had with Murphy shortly after his 65th birthday, revealing Murphy suggested Chappelle create a movie, leading to a discussion about roles in the film. Stevie Wonder also took the stage, where he reflected on their friendship, noting that Murphy's ability to imitate him on SNL forged a bond, stating, "Eddie finds our common funny bone and allows us to show how much we are alike." Kevin Hart emphasized Murphy's profound influence, describing him as a source of power and friendship for comedians across generations. Chris Rock asserted that without Murphy, many audience members would not exist, calling him the first Black man to be cool and authentic. Murphy reflected on his cinematic work, highlighting how his character in Beverly Hills Cop subverted tropes by showing a Black man taking charge, and citing Peter Sellers as an inspiration for his versatility in films like The Nutty Professor and Coming to America. He also acknowledged the initial industry skepticism regarding the all-Black cast of Boomerang. Other notable moments included Autumn Durald Arkapaw, cinematographer and AFI graduate, receiving the Franklin J. Schaffner Alumni Medal Award and offering advice on fear and confidence. Mike Myers toasted Murphy in full Shrek makeup, expressing honor at having worked with him, and Spike Lee presented the award, reflecting on their different paths while acknowledging Murphy's impact on the nation. The audience was packed with industry heavyweights, including Netflix CEO Ted Sarandos and Warner Brothers Motion Picture Group CEO Pamela Abdy, alongside other influential figures such as Kenan Thompson, Tracy Morgan, and Fabio De Clares, a renowned Michael Jackson impersonator. The event underscored Eddie Murphy's legacy as a transformative figure in comedy and cinema. Rock Hall chairman expresses surprise over Mariah Carey's induction snub. Effingham Radio reports that the chairman of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame expressed bewilderment regarding Mariah Carey's continued absence from induction, following her appearance on the ballot for the third consecutive year. In comments regarding this year's results, the chairman highlighted Carey's omission as one of the most significant surprises among the nominees. Despite the outcome, the chairman firmly stated his belief that Carey had earned induction. He cited the hall's voting structure, which delegates the final decision to a wide assembly of music industry members, as a key factor. Furthermore, he lauded Carey's contributions, specifically praising her songwriting prowess, chart success, and profound influence on subsequent generations of artists, characterizing her as an artist with a lasting impact. The case surrounding Carey has intensified a broader discussion within the music community concerning the criteria for Hall of Fame induction and how voters balance the recognition of pop, R&B, and crossover achievements. Carey's extensive career portfolio includes 18 number-one hits on the Hot 100, alongside decades of significant commercial and cultural penetration. The chairman concluded by assuring that missing out on induction does not terminate the recognition process. He emphasized that artists can remain a focal point of conversation for years, and repeated appearances on the ballot are still viewed as a form of acknowledgement and recognition. A retrospective event exploring the deep musical heritage of Birmingham was recently hosted, featuring musician Tong and rock legend Bevan alongside special guests. The evening focused on tracing key locations within Birmingham that form the bedrock of the city's rich musical history, encompassing influences from iconic acts like Robert Plant, the Moody Blues, Joan Armatrading, and UB40. The intimate setting of a small cafe/bar backroom, accommodating fewer than 100 attendees, contributed significantly to the engaging atmosphere. The discussion delved into street names and venues, revealing connections to early musical careers, including the formative years of Steve Winwood as a choir boy and session drummer for blues legends such as B.B. King and Muddy Waters. Highlights included an early conversation with Davy Jones of the Lower Third, who offered advice on achieving musical success, which reportedly paved the way for the formation of the move. Another anecdote shared involved Bevan's personal life, noting his nervousness when speaking to crowds despite his status as a major performer, and his marriage to Tony Iommi, who served as his best man. A central focus was the Crown Pub, recognized by Black Sabbath fans as their original cavern club. The discussion highlighted the ongoing debate surrounding the venue's future, with owners planning redevelopment versus advocates pushing for its reopening as a cultural hub, comparable to the legacy of the Beatles in Liverpool. Further enriching the event were guest contributions from Cissy Stone, historian and archivist Martin Kinch, and Bevan's wife, Joy Strachan-Brain, all of whom added depth to the narrative of Birmingham's musical legacy. The event was deemed a success, offering a compelling look into the profound musical roots of the West Midlands. American songwriter Bekka Bramlett is celebrating her 58th birthday today, April 19th, marking a career rich with connections to rock and soul music royalty. Born in Westwood, California, on April 19, 1968, Bramlett is the daughter of entertainers Delaney and Bonnie Bramlett, who were central figures in the rock-soul ensemble Delaney and Bonnie and Friends, which included legends such as Duane Allman, Greg Allman, Eric Clapton, and George Harrison. Bramlett's musical journey began early, with her singing background vocals on her father's song, California Rain, by the age of 4. Her early career included touring with Belinda Carlisle at age 17, and she had a notable early romance with Warrant lead vocalist Janny Lane, which led to a cameo on the band's 1989 debut, Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinking Rich. Her career trajectory saw her briefly step into a prominent role in rock music when she replaced one of the genre's leading ladies at age 26, though her tenure ended abruptly when she was dismissed via fax. This episode is particularly noted in her history with Fleetwood Mac. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, Mick Fleetwood brought Bramlett into the band The Zoo. Following an album recording session, she accepted an offer to helm Fleetwood Mac's other project. This led to a notable, albeit brief, tenure where she filled a role previously held by Stevie Nicks. Fleetwood eventually parted ways with her via fax, a decision framed by Bramlett as a choice to remain herself rather than adopting a more conventional image. After her departure from the band, Bramlett formed the country music duo Bekka and Billy with guitarist Billy Burnett. She has since built a substantial solo career, releasing 4 albums and providing backing vocals for numerous country and pop stars, including Vince Gill, Hank Thompson, Faith Hill, Leanne Womack, and Dwight Yoakam. Reflecting on her path, Bramlett stated in 2023 that while she initially considered a career as a lawyer or a jockey, music was the path she was truly meant to follow. Her soulful voice and heartfelt lyrics continue to resonate with audiences, with tracks like What Not to Do, showcasing her Americana magic.